Welcome to Geek Archaeology. On this episode, I am digging up Dungeon of Dread by Rose Estes. Released in 1982, it's the first book in TSR's Endless Quests line, which was their take on the classic Choose Your Own Adventure books. In it, you take on the role of an adventurer exploring the book's namesake dungeon. It's also probably the first time I ever thought of or encountered a water weird. So, let's go take a look. So, Dungeon of Dread. I don't know if this is the first Endless Quest book that I read, but it's certainly one that I read a lot. The book is one of 36 released in the series during its initial run from 1982 to 1987. As an 80s kid who loved D&D but didn't get to play it all that often, I ate these books up. The idea behind them is simple enough. It's written in the second person, and as part of the intro, it explains that you're an adult human fighter who's 5'9" and weighs 150 pounds, so you're a rather slight human fighter. It also tells you about what gear you're carrying. You have a sword, a dagger, leather boots, a cloak, and some other adventuring gear, oil, tinderbox, rope, etc. This is all cosmetic. You do not actually track everything. It doesn't matter when you use it. It's just basically ends up being flavor text. There's no inventory, and there are no die rolls. So this is not solo gaming as you might think of it today. This is more, well, it's choose your own adventure. It's figuring out how to navigate a book where you get to make decisions and jump around to different pages. It opens up with a bit of narrative, and you run into an annoying halfling named Loris? Yeah, Loris, there you go. Who has recently escaped from the clutches of an evil wizard named Kalman after stumbling across the magic user's lair. You team up with the halfling who leads you through a dark forest to the mountainous hideout. And once there, you venture underground. And so it gives you some nicely cryptic warnings like, watch the water. That is not water, and beware the basilisk, which is great. So it says, your eyes follow the skeleton's gaze and see the message scrawled in red on the wall of the cave. So awesome. Nice little foreshadowing there. And this is where you guys to start making decisions, right? So if you want to investigate the hole in the wall, turn to page 13. If you wish to check out the pile of leaves in the corner, try page 15. And let's see. Yeah, then you jump to 15, and then you read through a bunch more narrative. Apparently, if you were to check out the leaves, you would fall into a hole, and then an ugly man thing walks into your sight carrying a torch. That sounds dangerous. So there you go. While you're doing this, you are venturing underground. It's got a lot of archetypal monsters, including giant beetles, kobolds, hobgoblins, water weirds, and I think the aforementioned basilisk. If you encounter threats or challenges, you can decide what to do, such as stand and fight the hobgoblin or run away. Basically, that's where these choices come into play. Both options can get you killed, so be mindful of that. There's a lot of experimentation as you're reading, or more likely you'll just skip ahead and see what happens and then go back to the reference page to see where you want to go from there, and what decisions you actually want to make. It's fun. It's not awesome writing. I'm not going to say that it was, it's fantastic. For me as a kid, it was great. I had a lot of fun with these books again because I did not actually get to play D&D all that often. And reading through it again, I can see how a lot of my favorite monsters and favorite traps like green slime owe a lot to this book and honestly to this series because I kind of cut my teeth on it. Sure, I read The Hobbit, and sure, I read Lord of the Rings and what have you, and watched Conan the Barbarian, and all of those also informed my GMing style. But it's these books that really, I don't know, kept my imagination going between D&D games and really just helped me build a lifetime in gaming. So I think they're still worth checking out. You can occasionally find them when you're in a used bookstore. I'm sure you can get on eBay or what have you. I don't think they're worth like $100, but if you pick one up cheap, I think it is worth taking a look at. I have a number of these books, and so what I might do is dig one out and actually do a sort of actual play of reading through the books, because I have one that my co-host David is somewhat jealous of, which is the Gamma World book, Light on Quest's Mountain. So Yeah, I think this was my introduction to Gamma World. I don't think I had ever encountered Gamma World or even really post-apocalyptic stuff until I came across this book. So there you go. That's a teaser for a future geek archaeology. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. If you guys liked the Endless Quest books, let us know. I think everybody has their own stories about these books, and I think they're probably similar to mine. That, there's just a lot of great inspiration. You can leave a comment by stopping by the episode on YouTube. You can check out our other content also on YouTube. And you can visit us online at lairofsecrets.com.